Hello everyone. In our previous class we have discussed states of motion, and in today's class we are going to discuss physical quantities and system of units. Physical quantity is anything which can be measured. Any quantity which we can measure. Examples: force, weight, length. Physical quantity is any quantity which can be measured. For example, we can measure force in newtons, weight in grams and kilograms, length in meter, centimeter, time in seconds, minutes, hour, temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. Similarly, work and pressure we can measure. Length of this board is, let's say, 1 meter, and let's say the length of this pen is 10 centimeter. Here we have discussed about quantities in meters and centimeters. That means we are discussing about length here. You go to a fruit market or you go to a market and you say, I need 2 kg of apples. Talking about weight here. 2 kg means we are talking about weight here. And it takes 1 hour to reach to some place. We are talking about time here. Your body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Our room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. We are talking about temperature here. Next is, I apply 5 newtons of force to open the door. How much force is applied? Let's say 5 newton. That means we are talking about force here. I am applying 5 newtons of force to open the door. I am talking about force here. There is one heavy block kept here and I am pushing it in forward direction. Definitely I am doing some work to push it in some direction. That is called work. Suppose 90 joules of work has been done in pushing this block in the forward direction. Next is, you have a fruit and you cut it with some knife. You apply pressure on the fruit. Let's say that pressure applies is 2 pascals. So we are talking about pressure here. All these quantities we have discussed here are measurable quantities: length, weight, time, temperature, force, work and pressure. All these quantities are measurable quantities, and all these quantities which can be measured, they are called physical quantities. Physical quantity is of two types. One is the scalar quantity and second is vector quantity. First, let's discuss scalar quantity. Scalar quantity has magnitude only. We need not mention direction. Direction is not required in scalar quantity. Example we can take. Suppose the length of this pen is 10 centimeter. If I say 10 centimeter east direction, 10 centimeter in west direction, it doesn't mean anything. So we need to mention only 10 centimeter. Direction is not required to mention. Examples of scalar quantity: time, length, mass, etc. See, all these quantities are scalar quantities. And how do we represent scalar quantity? We represent them normally by writing the variable, alphabet, etc. Suppose time is by T, length is by L, and mass we can represent by M. The representation is simple. Next is vector quantity. Vector quantity where magnitude and direction both are important. we need to specify both magnitude and direction. For example, force is a vector quantity. If we need 5 newtons of force in push direction to open the door, push direction to open the door. Here what we have specified, 5 newtons magnitude and direction of action is push direction. So here we have specified both magnitude and direction. If we take 3 Newton force instead of 5 Newton, the door will not get opened. If we apply the force in pull direction, in the same case, similarly, the door will not open. So here I want to say that both magnitude and direction are important. Now you can compare scalar and vector quantities. Here we are interested in magnitude only. Here magnitude and direction both are important. Here the examples are time, length, mass. Here we have taken force as an example. Representation of scalar quantity is simple just by writing the alphabets T, L, M, and here we have to represent vector quantity by putting a bar over it. Either you put a bar or you put arrow over the alphabet. So that is the representation of vector quantity. Next is system of units. System of units is measurement of physical quantity is expressed in terms of units which are standard values. How we express a physical quantity? We express a physical quantity in terms of units, and all these units are standard values. Standard values means they are same everywhere. They are acceptable everywhere. In India, we talk about meters or centimeters. When you go to America or any other country, we will express the length in meters or centimeters. So they are same everywhere. They are acceptable everywhere. SI means International System of Units. We express length in meters or centimeters, mass in kilograms or grams, time in seconds. So this is the MKS system, and the second system we have discussed here is CGS system. CGS system is centimeter, gram and second. MKS system is meter, kilogram and second. Here is for KS system and second is CGS system. M stands for meter, K stands for kg and S stands for seconds. MKS system. Second one is CGS system. C is for centimeter, G is for grams and S is for seconds again. So this is for length, mass and time. What is the significance of units? Can you tell me? If you don't mention unit with some quantity, what will happen? If you go to a shop and you ask for milk, give me 10 milk. Does it make any sense? No, it will not make any sense. What you have to say? You have to say that give me 10 liters of milk. Then only the shopkeeper will be able to understand how much milk do you need. So units are important whenever you mention any physical quantity. So students, today we have discussed physical quantities. Physical quantities are anything which can be measured, and system of units we have discussed any quantity, it is expressed in terms of units. So we have discussed physical quantities and system of units today, and in our next class we will discuss distance and displacement. Thank you.